Hello and welcome to an album a day 191. Can't even speak. I don't know why I'm trying. We're going back to 1980 to an album that my dad picked up at the thrift store, and this is a compilation from our good friends at K-Tel. I'm talking about Boom Rock 80. Great cover for K-Tel. They're always basic but kind of draw your attention at the same time. I love the way they do their covers. The vinyl, of course, vinyl's in good shape, and it is on that wonderful K-Tel label that looks like it's still from the 70s with that color scheme of brown and orange as only we could have in the 70s. Think about like the Camera Cafeteria, for example, and just those colors of brown and orange all over everything. Yeah, some memories there. So anyway, front side. Then we get to the back side, which has, of course, they're really good at putting all the song titles on the back side. I think because if you're going to order these or buy these in the store, they want you to know what you're getting so that maybe there's a hit on here that will make the whole album attractive enough to buy. It's in pretty good shape except for this little sticker, some ring wear and some bends. I would say good, maybe good plus, but probably just good because there's two stickers on here. And it's kind of scratched up on the back now that I think about it. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. Okay, so fair. There you go. But we got some great songs on here. Is there anything in the insert? Yeah, there usually isn't for K-Tel. We start off with Cars by Gary Newman, which is a great song. Brass in Pocket by the Pretenders. Well, we would go on with the Pretenders. 2,000 Miles would become my favorite song of theirs, but Brass in Pocket's really good. I remember the video of Chrissy Hynde being a waitress, if I remember right. A song I don't know by a band called Sniff the Tears, and a song called Driver's Seat. I don't remember that one, so I'll have to listen to that. Cruel to Be Kind by Nick Lowe, great song. Is She Really Going Out With Him by Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson, excellent artist. I tend to think of him as more of a jazz guy for some reason, but that's a great song. Also, Steppin' Out that he did in the 80s was really good too. Heartbreaker, Pat Benatar. Can't go wrong with a Pat Benatar song. And Call Me by Blondie. This is already side one. I feel like I've got an album's worth of value just off of that, but there's more because we have side two. Side two, do you remember Rock and Roll Radio by the Ramones? You know, I have only seen Rock and Roll High School one time, and I don't really know the Ramones music. When I think punk, I want to hear the Misfits because I'm more into like the horror side of things. So that kind of works well together. But yeah, Ramones did Rock and Roll High School. I should probably watch that again. We get My Sharona by the Knack. Killer groove in that song. Probably one of the best. I Want You to Want Me by Cheap Trick. Hold On by Ian Gom. I don't know that one. Another Blondie, but this time One Way or Another. Great song, really good energy in that one. We Live for Love by Pat Benatar, which I'm not very familiar with. And Pop Music, M-U-Z-I-K, by a band simply titled M. Don't know that one. So I got to check out a couple of these tracks because I'm not that familiar with them, but all the songs that I know I'm a really big fan of on this album. So yeah, this is another great K-Tel compilation. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. We take, I don't usually broadcast podcasts over the weekend unless I have a release that's scheduled or an interview that needs to come out on a Saturday or a Sunday, but typically podcasts are Monday through Friday. But plenty of backlog to listen to between Uriah Heep, the Magician's podcast, the Haskincast podcast, or Deep Purple Smoke on the podcast. I'm creeping up on 1,100 podcast recordings, which is just absolutely insane just between those three shows. That doesn't count any of the shows I've been a guest on. And that actually doesn't count Aerosmith Backtracks Revisited that I did with Corey Morissette, and I completely forgot to include, but these are like the count that I'm giving is just shows that I've done under my own podcast title. That was a show that I joined that already existed. So yeah, lots of stuff, and then there's plenty of music to listen to on my Bandcamp page. I've got tons of stuff. I'm working on getting some soundtracks mixed. I'm working on doing two new albums, which I don't know if they'll be out this year or not. I've just got so much on my plate, but I'm so far ahead in podcasts right now. I may be taking a break over the summer from doing some of those just to kind of focus a little bit more on music as well. We'll see. It's kind of a day-by-day thing at this point. But anyway, check it out, guys. K-Tel, Rock 80, great stuff. Have a great Saturday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.